My name is Dr. Maggie Baker. I'm trained as a psychologist and also as a financial therapist. And I'm here to help you deal with your money issues. Everybody has money issues. It's whether you are aware of them or not. And there is help enjoying the money you have and not worrying about the money that you don't have. Here's a money devil. You have a loan, a no interest loan for 18 months, and you've decided to go paperless. So you're only going to get an email about the due date for the loan. But all of a sudden you're awash in emails and it passes by, you don't see it, you don't get a letter in the mail, and you miss the due date, and then all of a sudden you're seeing your interest spike up on the loan. That is so easy to do, and I say this from my heart because I just almost did that. And then I noticed that many loan companies make it almost impossible to contact them so you can talk it out or resolve it. Then you're left helpless, and all of a sudden this great loan that you thought you had is no longer such a great loan. The remedy is probably, if you want an email, go paperless, but also go with paper. Just make sure that you get something in the mail, especially if one payment triggers an interest payment. A friend comes up to you and says, I'm out of money. I don't know what to do. I've got this big payment I've got to make. I hate to ask you this, but can you loan me money? Please, please, please. And you say, uh-oh, this is a good friend. They're catching me off guard. I feel really bad for them. Okay, it's only $500. Here's the money. A day later, are you happy you did that? Without any understanding of why this person got into the situation in the first place, number one. Number two, is this characteristic that they're always behind in doing this? And number three, you have a right to self-protect here. That friend, even though a friend is not your responsibility. And my advice is, if you give money in that situation, don't expect to get it back. It's a gift. If you don't want to have a gift given, then say no and say, I would consider talking to you about this, but I need to know more detail and we have to sign a contract. Hard-assed? Yes. But who's at risk here? You don't want to put yourself at risk the way your friend is, because why would you do that to yourself? I call that self-sabotage. Well, the first thing is to commit to doing something about it. And then one of the first exercises I give is to write down everything you spend and bring in the credit card. And we'll go through it line by line. And because I've asked you about your values before, if your spending matches the values that you told me you had, and we'll line item everything. And that way you can figure out, am I spending my money in the way that I really truly value, or am I just frittering it away? And just to give you an example, I did this with one couple who both made good money, but at the end of the month they didn't have any. And come to find that they were spending at least 25% of their money eating out. And when they realized that, then they decided, okay, we're going to eat out once a week. And that made such a significant difference that they were then able to stay within their budget. You know, I talk a lot about the difficulties people would have about money. And you can almost drown in how complicated and fragmented it can be. But the other side of it is that if you grasp on to your money and your relationship and you become aware of all of the ways that you may self-sabotage and your beliefs and attitudes, and you learn to evaluate them, do you really believe this, or is this something given to you from your childhood or given to you through fear or whatever it is? So that you can develop a confidence about your money. You know how much you have, you know how much you need to spend on X, Y, and Z, and you can stay living within your limits. And you will be a very happy, satisfied person if you get to that level of money harmony, where you can absolutely enjoy spending what you've got because you know that it's safe to do that, that you're not going to go bankrupt because you're overspending, and you can just delight in it. You can use it as energy, because spending money energizes if you're spending it on the right things and if you approve of the way you're spending it.